Welcome to Charles GBT YouTube channel where coding dreams come true. Join me as I work on real life projects. We will dive into C++ Arduino projects for now and then some projects on other programming languages along the way. Get ready to code, create, and maybe even crash your projects a few times. If you are short on time or just want to see the end result, feel free to forward to the end part of this video to see the simulation in action. And this is I think this is my 11th or 12th project on Tinkercad. So I would advise you to subscribe to get the code and have more knowledge on everything we are going to be doing. So this one is a cool one though, a cool project for Tinkercad that I know that will impress you guys. Every day I bring something new to make sure that you guys get impressed. So make your connections quickly for those that are following. So make your connections. You can take a picture of it and make the connections perfectly, exactly the same way I do for the code. So make your connections. I'll be waiting for you guys to make the connection. Then we are still working with LCD screen. For those that don't know how, you go for all, then you can either search LCD, it shows you. So the one we're working with is LCD 16 times 2. This one right here, not this one right here. So LCD screen, that's what we're working with right now. So you search and you get your devices. Okay, so you search and you get your devices for the LCD screen. So okay, so that's what we're going to be working with today. Make your connections, then we'll kick off into the code. Okay, so this is my code. I'll move this a little bit so you guys can also be seeing the screen and also be making your connections as I'm going through the code with you guys. So the projects we are trying to get today is to be able to choose an item from the list of what you need. If it's food, drinks, desserts, or anything, so you can pick the item from the LCD screen. It will be fun. So stay tuned and be with me, stay along with me. Let's go through the code. So I included this liquid crystal.h. It must be included if you want to work with the LCD screens, and you declare your connections right here. So I'm connected to 12, 11, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2. Then the 6 is connected with the button. And I made it constant because we're not changing anything. So this is the array. I used it is an array. I used it to store each items for the food that you can order. So you see the foods I need. I did, like said, pizza, fried chicken, sushi, chicken noodles, and mac and cheese. Sorry. Then for the drinks, I added milk, apple juice, coffee, orange juice, and wine. And then for the desserts, I added ice cream, chips, chocolates, donuts, and cake. So just you can make adjustments if you want, but that's my preference. So the state is initially set to 0 and everything else. So the time we enter the current state for cycling items every 500 milliseconds. If you have been going through my code, you see that I write comments in almost every line of my code so you can understand it if you just copy the code from the comment section and paste it so you can understand and work with it as well. So saved users choices. So this is an empty string I used to save the user's choice as well as we did in the last LCD tutorial, but this one is more fun, I think. So this button state is used to detect if the button is pressed and things like that. So we must have a void setup to make in order to make this Arduino run. It must have a void setup. It must have a void setup, and I would like to work on a project with you guys maybe later on, or maybe if I'm posting a project, like I will do the typing and the construction from scratch. Yeah, so just subscribe to see each time I do video of Tinkercad and other programming projects that you can do than just learning, watching YouTube videos and be learning normal um, 1 plus 1, like just normal things. But this time around we're going to be facing on real life projects. So the setup, you do the setup. So initially the thing is cleared, starts with a blank screen, state 0. So this is our void loop. This is our void loop. So we had like, I think we created like many this, what's there, yeah, we created like functions, or you can call it methods, and then declared it into our void loop like this. So you can see our void loop is checking for the button. If the button is pressed, okay, if the button is high, that means the button is pressed, and if the button is low, that means it's off and a delay is there. So if the state is equals to 0, it's empty. Then if it's 1, we called out the function show welcome cycle. If the state is 2, then we call out the function show topic and cycle for foods, so you can order food. Then else, if the state is 3, the state of the button is what we're calling here. So you show the topic and cycle for the drinks. Then if the state is 4, you show the topic and cycle for the desserts. Then if the state is 5, then you show the final items. So that's it. So if we could go right here, you see, then it prints welcome to ChatGPT store. Welcome to ChatGPT store. I hope this is not 16. 16. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, it's exactly 16. So it will enter the LCD screen. So the LCD screen can only contain 16 numbers or alphabets or anything, but it must be 16. It has 2 rows with 16 columns. So then we declared all these. So welcome to this and this, then enter the states. So if state is equals to 1, enter state 2. So if the state of the button is for handling button press, so if the button is pressed, it enters state 2. After this welcome, it enters state 2. Then it enters the state 3, 4, 5. Then if you press the button again, it goes back to this again, to state 1 again. And then in case the state 1 doesn't print, you can still as well declare the thing again. The same thing you did in state 1, same thing you did here. So after the selection and after displaying everything, you can, go back and continue choosing over again. So that's it. So these are the methods, the functions I declared out, all the functions, and even for this to show the final items, all my choices declared out in every function, had every code inside functions, so we can declare all the functions in our void loop right here. Where's our void loop? I think here, yeah. So these are our void loop. Okay, the reason I'm scrolling up and scrolling down is so for people that want to like snap or check out the code. You can just see it out and things like that. You can just pause and see what happens there. So it is the functions. I made called many functions and then declared it in our main void loop that I used to run the program. Okay, so I did step by step with full comments of how everything works. So if I put the code in the comment section, you can just, when copying the code, you can see exactly what it does. So if we have to go to let's run the program. Let's run the program. So we are going to be working with this RAM monitor, I guess. Oh no, I don't think we're going to be working with this RAM monitor. Let me check out this if we are going to be working with that. Okay. To see if we are going to be working with the serial monitor. Okay, we are not going to be working with it. You have to go to the void setup and check if there is serial dot begin 9600, but if there's no serial dot begin 9600, you can't work with the serial monitor. So we're not going to be printing anything in the serial monitor, so I'll just have to close this so you guys can see this code very 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 well. I'll just change this to basics. Okay. So if I should run the simulation, start simulation, you see what happens. Okay. Welcome, press button. Welcome to ChatGPT store. Press button. Oh, I think that the store just somehow filled in with the press button, but it doesn't matter, it's still good that way. So welcome to ChatGPT store. Press button, press the button. So if I should click on this button right now, okay, let me click on the button. Hold on. Okay, foods, please wait. So it's going to start displaying all the foods in our array. Pizza, oh fast, fried chicken, sushi, chicken noodles, and mac and cheese. Pizza, it's just keep displaying all the food in our array for of food. So I'll choose I think pizza, so I'll have to wait for it to go back to pizza again. No offense. Okay, right there. So drinks, I chose pizza, so it goes to drinks. Milk, apple juice, coffee, orange juice, or wine. I like wine. So I have to, yeah, it starts from the beginning. Milk, apple juice, coffee, orange juice. I'll just choose wine. Wine. Okay, desserts. Please wait. Ice cream, chips, chocolates, donuts. I like ice cream, so I'm going to choose ice cream. Cake. I like cake as well, but I'm just choosing ice cream. Your choice is pizza, wine, and ice cream. You see that? It just saves your choices: pizza, wine, and ice cream. So it's a fun project, and I'll be posting the code in my comment section for my subscribers, and make sure you follow along. For those that are coding with the components, and for those that are going to be coding with Tinkercad, good luck and impress your friends. So I will just start from the beginning. Yeah. So if I press the click on the button again, it just starts from the beginning. Welcome to ChatGPT. Okay, and that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more project-based coding tutorials. And remember, coding is all about having fun and sometimes pulling your hair out. Keep on coding, and remember, practice makes perfect. And for those of you that don't like stress, like I do, just click on my CG logo at the bottom right corner of this video to subscribe. Finally, I'm going to give you all a glance into our final project idea, which I'm super excited about. I have spent a lot of time perfecting the code and simulation, and I'm proud of how it's turned out. But here's the thing, I don't want to just share the code and tutorials with random viewers. I want to make sure that our loyal subscribers get to see the full functionality and explanation of this project. So if you want to learn and see how we brought this project to life, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribers will get exclusive access to the final project tutorial, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on that. Thanks once again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.